Where Planned Parenthood started, man. Here it is right here in the Bible, man.
That's right.
Abortion and Planned Parenthood started in Egypt, man. It started back when they were trying to decrease the numbers of the Jews, man. You understand? When you go back to verse 10, you realize that this ain't the same Pharaoh we was dealing with. This is a different Pharaoh, right? And he said, in verse 10, what he say? He said, come on, let us deal wisely with them, least they multiply. You understand? That's the same fear of the oppressor, man. They want to keep our numbers down. They want to decrease our numbers. Why? Because they know just how powerful, how mighty we are. Look at what we built for them. We built them. They didn't even build their own damn kingdom. We built their kingdom. We gave them the ideas to build their kingdom, man. We formatted their kingdom for them. You know what I'm saying? We done built every damn thing they had. We know everything about them. Just imagine if we was, you know what I'm saying, in their mind, because they're so damn carnal. They thinking like, just imagine if they like us. Imagine if they started operating like us, man. We can't have that. You understand? So what they say, he said, let's deal wisely with them, man. They gonna try to deal wisely with us. You understand? By what? Getting our women to what? Kill our sons. The same way America deals wisely with us, man. You understand? By getting Planned Parenthood. You know what I'm saying? It was a name, Margaret Sanger. You understand? Getting her to deal wisely with black people, man. Deal wisely with our Christian leaders to, you know what I'm saying, get them to push black women into aborting their babies. And now we murder our babies, what? Damn near 500,000 a year? Then 500,000 babies get murdered a year? You know what I'm saying? That's abortion, man. And it started in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
If it be a son, then you shall kill him.
Mm.
But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. Now, if I may, sir, see, this is one thing you got to understand from this verse right here. They knew, you understand, if they could bump off all the men or destroy the men, then when they had sex with these women, the seed would be the seed of the Egyptians. That's what the plan was. You understand? And that's the same thing that they're doing here with this multiracial, multicultural, agenda that they have, so that you'll become weaker and weaker and amalgamated into something other than what you are. This is verse 18. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, well, hold on a second. Verse 17, Salakia. But the midwives feared the Most High and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive. That's what happens when you know who you are and you love your people.
What did they do? Say that one more time. What they did?
It says, but the midwife feared the Most High.
They feared who?
The Most High. More than they feared Pharaoh, and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them.
Those women had courage, man. You understand? Those women had courage, man. They had the spirit of the Lord on them, man. You understand? That is a vibe and a spirit. Like, remember I'm saying that General Hyman said it best, man. A woman, you can't be weak in here with the type of scrutiny that we go through from the world. You understand? Like, we understand as men. It's one thing, just being oppressed in America. It's another thing standing, you know what I'm saying, in this truth, man. Standing for the Lord. It's a whole nother beast within itself. For a woman to be in here, for a woman to be in the truth, you cannot be weak, man. We just read about her. You just read about a sister, you understand, Esther, who was what? A strong woman, man. You understand? Strong. She had courage, man. Had to muster some strength that only comes from serving the Lord. You know what I mean? That's the vibe we trying to get our people back to, man. Not being weak and under America. You understand? Our women are so focused on, the nonsense in this place, man. And we forgotten, don't even know just how strong we supposed to be. But love to call themselves queen this and queen that, and God is this and God is that. You understand? Not knowing that, man, you are princesses of the power, man, of the Lord. And your power and your strength comes from serving the Lord, man, and obeying the Lord, and you being humble. You understand? But these sisters knew something. They knew something. They knew something. They knew that who Pharaoh said do what? Yeah, okay, it sounds good. Yeah, we're gonna go deliver these babies, though, sis. Come on, let's go to work. You understand? Didn't flinch, man. Did what they had to do and brought them babies into this world. Why? Because abortion is a sin, man. It's murder. And they did not want to sin against the Lord, man. You understand? Don't let the oppressor get in your head and say, oh, but your career, you're jeopardizing your career. You're so young. You're so young. You're not ready yet. Just go to this Planned Parenthood. This wasn't, planned. Let's just take this baby out, man. 7 minutes in heaven. Ain't that what they say? 7 minutes in heaven. You just lay on this little table for 7 minutes and it'll all be over. All that stress that you're thinking about, this future baby, this nonsense, we can end that for you real quick. Hell no, man. You understand? Messing our sisters all the way up, man. You go look into, the psyche of these women that abort their babies at, 15, 16. Man, they messed the hell up, man. Their mind is gone once they realize what they've done. Once they realize what they've done and they come, I'm saying that pressure get on their conscience. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? But these women had courage, man. You know what I'm saying? They didn't abort our babies, right? Read on.
Verse 18. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing and have saved the men children alive?
Right. He mad. He like, hey, listen, I done told y'all, murder them damn little boys. Kill them. Why am I still see little kids running around? What's going on, man? He just popped out the womb. He running around already. He supposed to be dead. Read on.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 19 in the Hebrew. Watha Aron. Watha Amaron. Hamaya Ladath. Al. Parai. La'a. Kanashium. Hamatazarium. Hamatazar Yath. Come on, get out the way. Salakia. Ibariath. Kaya. Hayath. Ahan. Hamaya. La. Hati. Waya Yatab. Arahayim. Lamai Yalada. Waya Rab. Ha'im. Waya Tazamwa. Ma'ad. Verse 21. Wayahaya Kaya Yara'awa Hamaya Ladath Af Ha'alahayim Waya Aish or Aisha Laham Hathayim. Verse 22. Wayatazawa Para'ai Lakal Imawa La Amar Kal Habun Haya Lawad Haya Ra'ah Haya Ra The Shalah Yakam. Wait a minute. The Shalaya Kahawa Wakal Habath Takaya 1. Next chapter. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2 and verse 1. In the Hebrew. Come on, man. Wayalad Ayash Mabayath loya, wayakwak, af, bath, loya. Verse 2. Wathahar, ha'asha, wathalad, bun, wathara'ah, athwa, kaya, tawab, hawa'a, wathataza, panahawa, shalasha, yara, kayam. Verse 3. Wala'ah, yakala, aiwad, hataza payanawa, wathakwak, lawa, tabath, gama'ah, watha kamarwa, kamawa, kamara, bakamar, waba zapak, or zapath, watha shamba, ath, hayalad, watha sham, basawap, al, shapath, haya ar. Gotta go back now. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, and verse 19 in English. And the midwife said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women. He's saying that the spirit is different. For they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. Meaning that before the midwives could get there, this is what she's telling them. The Most High was nah, Pharaoh, you ain't gonna get this done. You understand? That's what it's saying. Okay. Verse 20. Therefore, the Most High dealt well with the midwives. See, the Most High was with them because he wasn't going to let Pharaoh kill off his children. You understand? And they multiplied and waxed very mighty. So Israel became even stronger. You understand? And we kept multiplying. Baby kids, you know? And verse 21. And it came to pass because the midwives, the Most High, that he made them houses. You understand? They began to prosper because the midwives became a service, right? So people paid for that service. You understand? So they were able to establish houses in order to do their, their trade as a midwife, which is very important to a nation, to birth the children. That's very important. Verse 22. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born you shall cast into the river, and every daughter you shall save alive. But why don't he want to kill the women too? Because they want to have access to our women, even unto this day. Every nation, they try to downplay our women or try to make our women and turn our women into whores or make them less than. But every nation in this world want to sleep with a sister. Every nation in this world want to sleep with one of these sisters, man, until this day. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2 and verse 1. And there went a man of the house of Levi and took to wife a daughter of Levi. See that? He married his own. And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months. She said, y'all ain't getting this one. I'm hiding him. So Pharaoh had told the Egyptians to kill all the male children. You understand? So, the wise women of Israel would hide their children or disguise them. to keep them alive. And this is what's happening here. You understand? She hid him for 3 months. Verse 3. And when she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and dubbed it with slime and with pitch. So she basically made like a little boat. You understand? And put the child therein, and she laid it in the flags by the river's bank. Meaning tall, like you ever see those reeds that come up out of the water? She put him there. You understand? Because she knew that eventually the Egyptians were to come to our house and kill the baby. So she said, at least out here, the baby had a fighting chance to survive. No, that's it. Yeah, we go to the Hebrew. Mm-hmm. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 4 in the Hebrew. Watha tazab, akathwa, marakak, ladai, ma, ya aisha, lawa. Verse 5. Watharad, bath, paraai, lara, kataza, al, hayar, wana, irathia, halakath, al, yad, hayar, wathara'a, af, hathaba, bathawaka, ha sawap, watha shalak, af, amatha, watha kwaka. Verse 6. Watha pathak, watha ahawa, af, hayalad, wahana, na'ar, baka, watha kamala, watha kamal, aliyawa, watha amar, mayaladia, iborium, za. Verse 7. Watha amar, akathwa, al, bath, paraai, ha alak, wakwara athia, laka, ashar, mayanakwath, man, ha iboriath, watha yanak, laka, af, hayalad. Verse 8. Watha amor la bath paraai lakaya watha laka ha ailama watha kwara'a hayalad. Verse 9. Watha amar laha bath paraai hayalayakaya af hayalad haza wahaya nakwakwa laya wa anya aton af shakaraka watha kwak ha asha hayalad watha nayakwakwa. Verse 10. Wayagadal hayalad watha ba'ahwa salakia watha ba'ahawa Labath Parai Wayahaya Laha Laban Zaka Kwara'a Wa Vaka Kwara'a Shamwa Masha Wafa Amar Kaya Mun Hamayam Maya Mashayafawa Mashayafawa Mashayaf Hawa. This is the book of Genesis. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 4 in English. And his sister stood far off to wit what would be done to him. So the little sister, his older sister, he's a baby, so he has an older sister. So she's watching to see what's going to happen to him. Verse 5. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river. And her maidens walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. Verse 6. And when she had opened it, she saw the child. And behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on him and said, this is one of the Hebrews' children. Verse 7. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew woman that she may nurse the child for thee? See, they're smart, thinking smart. Thinking smart, you understand? When your lives are on the line, you know what I'm saying? You'll think of some ideas to save your life or to save your nearest of kin's life. That's her baby brother.
Yeah, do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, yep, to live. Verse 8.
Nobody wants the pain or frustration of being able to do something in the situation and not doing it. No one want to live with that guilt forever. You know what I mean?
That's right. Verse 8. And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. And the maid went and called the child's mother. So in the movie, is it the Ten Commandments? What is that? No. Like, well, I watched it. We used to watch it every year. We used to come on back in the day. And this that you know what I'm saying, that nobody knew that the baby was a Hebrew baby until later on. You understand, except for Pharaoh's daughter. You understand, but in reality, and that his mother never nursed him. Like in the movie, you would think that once he was in the hands of the Egyptians, that his mother never nursed him. But you'll find out that Moses always knew. In the movie, he didn't know that he was an Egyptian. I mean, that he was an Israelite until he was a grown man. But in reality, he knew all along that he was a Hebrew, because his mother is going to be his nurse. And Mom told her. Okay. In verse 9, and Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the child and nursed it. So she wound up getting paid for nursing her own baby. That's a pretty good move. Verse 10, and the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter. So what it's telling you here, which is not shown in the movie, is that Moses' mother raised him, man. So he knew he was a Hebrew. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he came, and he became her son. You understand? So he was raised amongst his own people. He had love. That's how he had love for his own people. You understand? And she called his name Moses, Mashah in the Hebrew. And she said, because I drew him out of the water. Mashah or Moses means drawn from water. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, and verse 11 in the Hebrew. Vayahaya, Vayamayam, Hahahum, Waya Gadal, Masha, Waya Taza'ah, Al, Afiyawa, Waya Ra'ah, Basa Balatham, Waya Ra'ah, Ayash, Matazaria, Makah, Ayash, Ibaria, Ma'akiawa. Verse 12. Wayapun, Ka, Waka, Waya Ra'a, Kaya, Ayan, Ayash, Waya Ka, Af, Ha, Matazaria, Waya Tama, Nahawa, Bakawal. Verse 13. Waya Taza'a, Bayawum, Hashanya, Wahana, Shanya, Anashium, Ibarium, Natazayum, Waya Amar, La Rashai, Lama, the Ka, Ra'aid, oh no, Ra'aika. Verse 14. Waya Amar, Maya, Shemak, La Ayash, Shar, Washapat, Alia Nawa, Hala Haraganya, Atha, Amar, Ka'ashar, Ha Ranaf, Af, Ha Matazaria, Waya Yara'ah, Masha, Waya Amar, Akan, Nawadai, Hadabar. Verse 15. Waya Shemai, Para'ai, Af, Hadabar, Hazah, Waya Bakwash, Harag, Af, Masha, Waya Barak, Masha, Mapanya, Para'ai, Waya Shab, Ba'aratazar, Madayan, Waya Shab, Al, Haba'ar. 16, last one.
Yeah.
18. You can see 18 people. Verse 16. Wala Kahan, Madayan, Shabai, Banawath, Watha Ba'anna, Watha Dalana, Watha Mala'anna, Ath, Hara Hatiyam, Laha Shakwath, Taza'an, Abiyahan. Verse 17. Waya Ba'awa, Hara'ayam, Waya Garashwam, Waya Kwam, Masha, Waya Washa'ain, Waya Shak, Af, Taza Anam. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 11 in the Hebrew. In the English. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown, when he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting in Hebrew, one of his brethren. Verse 12. And he looked this way and that way. And when he saw that there was no man.
What'd he do?
He looked this way and that way. Make sure nobody was watching.
He made sure the close was clear. You know what I mean? Read on.
And when he saw that there was no man, he slew that Egyptian.
He did what?
He slew that Egyptian.
You understand? Because he knew that was his damn brother, man. And he couldn't take what was happening to his brother. You understand? You know, now we don't advise, you know what I'm saying? You don't think the ISUPK has never told you to go and harm and kill anybody. You understand? But that, you know what I'm saying? But that brother was, you know what I mean, was moved and was furious with the oppression of his people, man. You know what I mean? But it's like, what you about to say though?
I'm just gonna say Pharaoh was, Moses was raised up, separate. At a certain point, once he was grown, he was separated from his people. And at a certain point, he wanted to see what was going on. You understand? Because he had love for his people. You understand? So he went and he saw this Egyptian, beating up one of his brothers, man. And he killed him. You understand? And it wasn't an unjust killing, because the Egyptians were killing our people on the regular. Okay. And he looked his way and that way, and when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and put him in the sand. He buried him. Verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, two men of the Hebrews strove together. So two Hebrew brothers is fighting. And he said to them, what did the wrong? Wherefore smiteth thou thy fellow? Why you fighting your brother? Why? What did he do for you to beat him up like that? And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us?
It's like black people, right? Who put you in charge, man?
Yeah.
You ain't the boss.
Yeah, you one of them. And then intendest thou to kill me as thou killed the Egyptian? See, Moses thought nobody saw, but the word got out because Moses had status within the Egyptian kingdom. And so the word, you know how it is in the hood, man.
Come on, man. The hood talk more than the police. You know what I'm saying? Something happened across town, and the whole city know by midnight.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Now the cops ain't gonna find out, to whoever's snitching, tell them, but the city know. They know who killed Lil Ray Ray.
Yep.
They know who shot up Tavon House. They know everything. Everybody know, man.
You understand?
That's like I'm saying Moses doing that is like them, a famous person trying to shoplift in the store or something. Like somebody gonna see you. Somebody gonna see you, and words are gonna get out. You know what I mean? You ain't just nobody out here in these streets. They looking at you like, oh, it's old buddy. You know what I mean?
And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
Yeah. So now he shook. He shook. Now he like, God damn. So everybody they know, people know. People know I just murdered this man. You know what I mean? He is shook.
Now, verse 15. Now, when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses.
You're gonna kill one of my men. I raised you up in my house. You understand? Take care of you like you my own. You kill one of my men, and you want to kill him, man. You want to slay him.
But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh.
He got up out of there.
And dwelt in the land of Midian. And he sat down by a well. Now, technically, Midian was our kinfolks because they're one of the sons of Abraham. They're another tribe that came from one of the sons of Abraham. So technically, they're our kin, but they turned against us later on. That's a whole nother story.
Right.
Word. Verse 16. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the troughs to water their father's flock. Verse 17. And the shepherds came and drove them away, but Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock. So these male shepherds, these men, they came and bullied these sisters and made them get away from the water so their sheep or whatever cattle they had could drink. And Moses wasn't having it because, as we know already, Moses was a just brother. You understand? He was just. And he stood up for these sisters and made sure that their cattle got some water. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 18 in the Hebrew. Watha ba'ana al ra'ai wa Allah abiyahan waya amar madawai maharathun ba'a hayawam. Verse 19. Watha Amaran Ayash Matazaria Hai Tazayal Lunwa Mayad Paraayam Wagum Dalah Lanwa Waya Shak Af.